So you're a tenant and you have a maintenance issue and need to submit a work order. What do you do? And what happens after you submit that work order? I'm going to take some time today to talk about the process that occurs behind the scenes here at the Realty Medics when you submit a work order, what you need to do as a tenant, and how you can help us better serve you. First thing, go to your tenant portal, submit the work order in writing. If you have an emergency outside of normal business hours, call the emergency maintenance line at 407-584-7186. It's very important when you submit that work order, you provide as much information as possible and any pictures that may be applicable, because that can help us determine what troubleshooting measures to recommend first. And the reason we recommend troubleshooting measures first is a lot of times there are small issues that can be resolved quickly without having to send a vendor out. And ultimately, that's what you want, to be able to resolve the issue as quick as possible. If troubleshooting measures are unsuccessful, we'll have to dispatch a vendor. And many tenants don't know this, but the owners actually have the right to send their own vendors and not use ours. So we have to rely on their communication to give us the okay to send one of our vendors if they don't have their own. Once it's determined a vendor is needed, the vendor will reach out to you, whether it's ours or the owners, to coordinate when to come to the residence. Once the vendor's at the house, they're going to try and diagnose the issue, and if they're able to resolve it and it costs less than $350, they're going to do it on scene. But a lot of times those repair costs and those estimates exceed $350, so we once again need the owner's approval. Once the owner approves the repair cost, the vendor is going to reach back out to you to schedule to come complete the work and fix the problem. The only time we can dispatch a vendor without the owner's approval is in an emergency situation, and some examples of that would be lack of running water or a water leak, a ceiling or roof issue, or a septic backup. According to your lease, tenants are responsible for unclogging toilets, replacing toilet flapper valves, garbage disposals, drains when foreign objects are found in the lines. You are also responsible for replacing AC filters and cleaning the drain line every 30 days. If a vendor has to be dispatched to the address, one of the aforementioned issues, you could be charged a trip charge, which is why it's so important to attempt troubleshooting measures on your own so that we don't have to dispatch a vendor for something you could have fixed. Another thing to consider is this: just because you are renting now doesn't mean you won't own your own home someday. Troubleshooting maintenance issues is a way for you to learn about houses and how certain mechanical components function. Nothing is worse than paying $100 for a vendor to come fix an issue that you could have fixed yourself. So in conclusion, if you need to submit a maintenance work order, make sure you submit it in writing with details about the problem and provide pictures. Then help us troubleshoot the issue based on the information you provided, because some problems could require different vendors. For example, if you don't have hot water, the correct vendor could be an electrician or a plumber, depending on circumstance. Troubleshooting first will help us determine which vendor to dispatch, which in turn leads to a quicker resolution. So if you need to submit a work order, go to therealtymedics.com/help. To reach the call center, call 407-274-9875. For after-hours emergencies, call 407-584-7186. If you have any issues, give us a call.